Alright, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to all the Aki and pushing His word in truth and sincerity. I wanted to get a video, and I wanted the Lord's will to name this video a message to the 2/3 niggas, because I want to start up in John. This is St. John 8:44. It says, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your fathers ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it." Right. It says, "Ye are of your father the devil." Now, who is the devil? That's the so-called white man that the scriptures speak of as Esau and Edom. And the reason why we say so-called white is for the people that's listening, the people that will be willing to hear the prophets of the Lord. We say that for you to understand who we're speaking of, because, real quick, it's not a thing of color. We're going to be condemned and persecuted in the near future by saying we the black Hebrew Israelites, and we this, we that, and make us to be something that we're not, This is not a thing of color, it's a thing of the spirit, And then that same scripture, where it says, "Ye are of the father the devil, he was a murderer from the beginning." Where was the beginning? The beginning was Cain and Abel, which those two brothers was reincarnated into, later on, into Jacob and Esau, which is still the righteous and the wicked. Israel was the righteous, Esau being the wicked, Cain being the wicked, Abel being the righteous. You understand? And then let me Salaki. Let me read a little bit on Cain and Abel. I'm going to just read from the top, and speed read on down. This is Genesis 4:1. It says, "And Adam knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain. And I said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and unto his offering, because he was the righteous. It's really no questioning of the scripture. That's why was he righteous and why was the other wicked. It was just the will of the Lord. Some things is not to be questioned. Verse 5, it says, But unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And Yahweh said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why?" It says, "And why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest sin, and thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall he be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him." And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, Cain rose up against Abel and slew his brother. Now that's the point that I really want to get, is that Cain killed Abel, And here's more. It says, "And Yahweh said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I am not. I know not. I am my brother's keeper." It says, "Am I my brother's keeper?" So pretty much, Cain, being the wicked, killed his own brother. He killed his own brother, and he said, and that's why the scriptures say in John 8:44, it says he was a liar from the beginning. It says he was a liar from the beginning. So fast forward to Jacob and Esau, what happened? You know, Esau sold his birthright. The birthright was given, you know, from the power of the Lord unto Jacob. You know, and Esau did what? He sought to kill his brother. Again, that same spirit. You know. Now, ultimately, we know throughout the story that when the birthright and the promise was given unto Jacob, that time, you know, down the line, we created that covenant. The law was written down, and we broke the law time and time again, to as though we had to go into captivity. You know, we had to go under the rule of the so-called white man, the Edomites, and all the different nations being the sons of men. You know, and pretty much what did Yahweh Bashem al-Shah say to us? This is Jeremiah 10:2. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Right. The point is, it says, learn not the way of the heathen. You know, and the scriptures say that Israel is the salt of the earth. You know, it says Israel is the salt of the earth, meaning we bring all the flavor. You know, so in today's world, we can look at all the entertainers in the NBA, the NFL, comedy, wrestling, MMA, boxing, whatever the case may be. Israel's at the top of all entertainers. You understand? Meaning whatever we touch, you know, we have that power to as though we are the top of everything. Right? So that includes unfortunately on the left hand side as well. You know, when now our people learned the way of the heathen. You know, and the scriptures say what? They surpassed the deeds of it. This is Jeremiah 5:28. It says, "They are waxing fat, they shine. Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked." You see, our people have overpassed the deeds of the wicked. You know, and just like the first scripture said, yeah, of your father the devil, because you took on the ways of the heathen. You denounced the ways of the Lord, meaning you are not of the Lord, meaning you are of the heathen. You know, and since you are still an Israelite, you're an Israelite foreigner, you know, you surpass the ways of the wicked. And the reason why I got the example of Cain, and that this message is to the niggas, is that so-called black on black crime still runs rapid, you know, amongst our nation. And ultimately we know that's a curse, which I'm gonna get. This is Deuteronomy 28, and it's Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards his wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave." Now, these are the curses that shall fall upon Israel if we didn't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Shai. So ultimately, we know we went on and broke that, and that was one of the curses, is that your eye will be evil towards your brother. So, you know, the message to you niggas is that this is a curse, and you don't know what's really going on. You know, you don't know that this is the key to life, and that this is explaining to you why you doing what you doing. You know, because you are ultimately taking on the ways of the heathen, which we all did before. You took on the ways of the heathen, and you have surpassed the deeds of them. You know, as Cain did Abel. You know. Let me see. Give me a sec. Salakia. This is 1 John 3. This is 1 John 3:12. It says, I'm gonna read 11. It says, "For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we shall love one another." You know, ultimately, it's Israel customs. You know, the true Israelites of the scriptures are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the scriptures say, for this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning, that we shall love one another. We are supposed to be loving one another. It says, not as Cain, who is the wicked one, and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him? Because his own works were evil and his brothers was righteous. You know, you being as Cain, you know, especially coming up against the men of the Lord that's doing his work. You know, you being of your father the devil, the spirit of the wicked. You know, so Lord's willing, you know, if a brother come across this video, you edify, and if it's for you, you wake up to this truth, to know that you're a nigga right now, taking on the deeds of the wicked, and you need to come up out of that slumber state, you know, and start serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, our true power, so we can ultimately get up out of this hell, you know. But you know, I don't want to be long-winded. The point is there. You know, this is the message to the 2/3 niggas of Israel. You know, wake up if it's meant to be. I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders up in Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.